The Me Too movement has touched the lives of so many, and our next guest is no exception.
I can't keep quiet. No, I can't keep quiet. No.
When LA-based singer-songwriter Milck performed her song Quiet at last year's Women's March in Washington, people heard. In just 2 days, her very personal song had over 14 million plays. Since going viral, her song has been called the unofficial anthem of the Women's March, and here to tell us all about it is Milck. When you see that, first of all, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
When you look back and you watch that, what are your thoughts?
It was such a magical experience. It was so collaborative. There's so much love. So I think about it and I feel this joy, and it reminds me of why I do what I do.
So that was about a year ago, but you have an experience from the most recent Women's March that you were at that you could tell us about.
Yeah, this past January was the anniversary march, and I got to perform on stage with Yoko Ono as she held a sign that said "Imagine Peace" on stage. They asked me right before I got on stage, like, is it okay if Yoko Ono joins you? I was like, let me think about it. Who? Yoko Ono? No, I was totally floored. I've never been starstruck before, and I just started tearing up when I saw her, yeah.
I just got back from the Oscar red carpet. I broadcast live from there every year,
Awesome.
and this is a really interesting time, I find, because there was a confluence of a number of movements coming together on that carpet, from Me Too to Time's Up. Oscars So White was still something that is being dealt with. Of course, we've got the Everytown anti-gun movement as well. And to a person, everyone I asked said that they felt that now is a time where change, while it might be incremental and it might be slow, it is very real. Do you feel the same way?
I feel the same way, yeah. I think that change has been bubbling underneath the surface. I think we're really fortunate that people in past generations have been doing really hard work, and I think it's all coming to the surface to a mainstream level, which is awesome, because everyone, I think, in my community and is trying to figure out, how can I make a difference? How can I do something more meaningful? And, you know, conversations that were not being had around the dinner table are being had, and people are learning to say more difficult things. I think as a country, the States is growing up, I think. I think we're trying to come to terms with some of our flaws, learning to listen and to disagree with each other, but with love. That's something that I'm hoping we can get better at.
Now, you know, you've got this song for which you are so well known, but you have another song, This Is Not the End.
Yeah.
Tell us about that song.
I wrote that actually before the election as well.
Really?
And it was about my own demons. I think, you know, it's interesting because political movements and social change come from a very personal place. If we're not well as individuals, we can't really create positive change sustainably. And so for me, I was trying to remind myself, okay, even though there's so many obstacles and I feel so discouraged at this moment, it's not the end. And so it was my own, like, pump me up song. So it's interesting. I feel like I was channeling from the past, from the future or something, because this song feels really appropriate for right now.
So if you write these songs from a personal place and then you find out that they are resonating far beyond yourself, what does that mean for you as an artist?
I am a daughter of a doctor. My dad's a doctor and my sister's a doctor, so I come from a family of healers, and so I view myself as a sonic healer. So when I write from personal pain, I'm also trying to create space for people to be able to think about their own lives, because my dad has always taught me, like, build a skill in life and serve your community. And so if music is my skill, then I need to create sonic space for people to express themselves too.
At what point did you look at the career path that you'd chosen, the skill that you wanted to develop, and say to yourself, I actually can do this. I actually have the ability to write these songs and create this space that will allow people to heal and have that dialogue? Because there are a lot of people who write songs who don't have that reach. They don't have that ability.
I have had this voice in my head since I was really young, but I learned to ignore it because I was supposed to be a physician, not a musician, you know? And so I had to learn to break all the societal norms and to listen to my inner voice again. But it took a lot of work. I spent years writing songs almost every day, and I've written some, you know, not so great songs, and like it's a craft. So it took time.
It's good advice for anybody who feels that they have that voice in them.
Yes, yes. I think the universe, now I'm going to get all hippie, but the universe expresses itself through us and our true desires. And if we don't like go for our dreams and desires, we're actually like doing the universe a disservice because it can't fully be expressed. So I think we all have a responsibility to follow that loving, positive inner voice, you know?
No, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
I know you're in the middle of a tour, so we wish you the best.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks for stopping by. And we should tell everyone that Milck's debut EP, This Is Not the End, is out now. We'll be right back.